Step out into San Francisco's multicultural Mission District on a Friday night, and you're likely to find music steeped in centuries of Mexican heritage. What many locals affectionately refer to as mariachi.
Like, everyone knows them. There's a few bands, and everyone knows who they are for the most part.
This is a band that plays like instrumental music, not much singing, just kind of like good grooves, you know.
But did you know that most of this music isn't mariachi at all? This is Jonathan Clark. He spent over a decade studying and performing mariachi in Mexico before returning to the U.S. to teach at Stanford.
To some people, anything south of the border is mariachi. But if we want to be precise about it, mariachi music is a specific instrumentation, and the main melodic instrument is a violin. If you don't have a violin, you don't have mariachi. The trumpet actually historically came later, although that is the instrument that people most identify with the mariachi, I think the one instrument. Nowadays, a mariachi isn't considered complete unless it has two trumpets. The rhythm section has the vihuela, the small strummed guitar, and its complement, the bass guitar, which is really a bass version of the vihuela. And it's really a misnomer to call a solo guitarist a mariachi. The definition of a mariachi today is usually 8 musicians. As far as we know, mariachi music had its origins in rural regions. And it was only much later brought to the city, after the Mexican Revolution. But as far as mariachis coming to the U.S., you could call Los Angeles the capital of mariachi music in the U.S. And San Jose is, a minor mariachi spot on the map, as is San Francisco.
So if you want to find an authentic mariachi band in the Bay Area, where do you go?
It's somewhat underground. There are a lot of ambulatory mariachi groups that wander from bar to bar, and if nobody wants to buy any songs, they go to the next bar.
To find some true mariachi music, we had to hit the road to San Jose. This is Mariachi Mexicanisimo, one of the Bay Area's foremost mariachi bands. Here in the South Bay, the opening of a local market offers an ideal occasion for family shopping, set to the festive sounds of the group's trumpets and strings. The leader of Mariachi Mexicanismo is Raimundo Coronado. Far from the street musicians who play for tips, mariachis like Ray and his bandmates earn a living through paid gigs at prominent local music venues, restaurants, weddings, quinceañeras, and other gatherings. They record in professional sound studios and stay faithful to the mariachi tradition, not only in the tunes they play, but also in their instruments and style of dress. They are likely some of the most talented and dedicated musicians you will ever meet. Even though mariachi is most popular in Southern California and the Southwest, its spirit still endures in the Bay Area, where on a given day you just might hear Ray and his band of mariachis play the melodies that have defined Mexican folk music for generations.